Welcome to a season premiere exhibition. These are two teams that have met over the years. The team captains are highly familiar with one another, so it's going to be a great game. I always like games like this because they know my strategy, I know their strategy, and the bragging rights. The ability to talk shit to the next time you play is everything. Now you see me cruising around, I'm gonna show up the suit once I hop out, but in this season premiere, I'm judging, I'm gauging to see where my team is at because a lot of times when you get into this moment, some of the guys haven't played against this level of competition or played in a league environment or seeing what those things are like because it's different. It's different playing against somebody you know, somebody you're familiar with. And it hurts a little bit more just to lose to them. It just does. It always does. Now I'm gonna hop out. I'm rocking green on green today. I know it's been a while, but I felt good. I felt like money, so I put on green. Got a green tie with the gray sweats, camo shoes. No, I'm feeling good going into this. Never know what to expect when you go against a familiar foe, but it's always a movie. That's the great thing about it. You're always gonna have fun. But y'all know how this get. Let's just go ahead and get this out the way. For whatever team Ace season is on, you can't fuck with us, bro. Can't fuck with us. The Texas Southern Elites, led by Big Shot, Big Man. Y'all can't fuck with us, bro. Into the Town, led by Nike Rock. Y'all can't fuck with us, bro. We all know y'all can't fuck with us. To the No Return, Even Kill, led by Ox Eric Trent. Can't fuck with us, bro. Fuck that rivalry shit. You can't fuck with us. Even to the Bankhead Bullies, which is still Team Lethal, but to my co-captain, RDH Hulk. Y'all can't fuck with us, bro. It's other teams, it's other players, and I'm calling them out by name. I don't want it to be no hiding from this. Y'all can't fuck with us. Team too fucking good to be fucked with at this point. And I mean that shit. But going into today's video, this is an exhibition type of game. Like, doesn't count towards record or anything. This is just, we happen to match up against them, but this is a team we played in leagues over the years, so it's kind of a teaser to what the association is like. I mean, a lot of teams, I know from the first time I did it, thought, oh, since it's like a no-name league, like people don't know who we are and things like that, they can just come in and dominate the league. And then when they got in there, they got fucked up. Right? Teams, there's certain teams that was like my team, Team Ox had, Team Big Shot. I don't think Big Shot might have been there at the time. Nah, like Fastlane Hicks was definitely there. So it was just some teams in there, Untilted. I can't even think of their fucking name. That's how bad it is. They go by Even Kill now. I can't even think of what the fuck they was, but you know, everybody thinks shit be easy all the time, especially when you don't know something about somebody. The resume I didn't put forth in 2K is top notch, it's top tier. I can compete with any top YouTuber, 2K League player, any of that. Like, I'm good enough to be on any of those levels. And the team that I have been able to put together throughout these years and just throughout this run has been incredible. And I feel like we're at a point where we can take on any competitor. I don't even care if we have to go against Joe Knowles and that Black Market team. Like, I've seen enough out of us to know that we can compete and give them a good run for their money. But to the teams I mentioned in the beginning, bro, y'all can't fuck with us, man. I'm somebody that studies this shit. I know. And when I say y'all can't fuck with us, I mean let's play a series. I don't want to sit there and play one game and let that be the determining factor of who can win or not. Let's play a series. Even to an Unruly game who we're playing against in this particular video. Let's play a series. I don't want to do a one-game scenario. Somebody get lucky for a game and feel like, you know, they top shit. Like, no, play a series. Earn the actual bragging rights. Know for a fact that the other team can't fuck with you. Because the way I'm feeling, like, there's no reason to do all the hiding or the shit talking behind the scenes, none of that. Like, let's just get out there and compete and see who's better. There's a reason why I'm telling y'all, you throw series at somebody, like, they act like it ain't worth their time. You have to give people a chance to adjust to whatever comes their way. Like, I'm pretty sure in a one-game scenario, we're going to beat most teams we go against. Just one game, you know, you ain't really seen my style before. If you ain't seen me play before, we're going to fuck you up just off the fact that my teammates going to hit every goddamn three in the book. So, I don't like to judge it off that. If we play you 2 or 3 times, let's see how good you really are. You know? And then some of these teams, I know for the Texas Southern Elites and No Return Even Kill, I like watching those matchups. That's the whole point of the association, is so these key matchups and these top-notch players can go head-to-head and duke it out. At the end of the day, once the season comes about, I'm going to be the top dog anyway. It's, you know, it is the truth. I think it's been proven. You know, the association will be there pretty soon again, I promise you. But until then, like, y'all know what it is with me. It's always love. These videos are always for entertainment purposes. Remember that. They always for entertainment purposes only. But, you know, to every joke, to every laugh, it's a little bit of truth behind it. You feel me? Like, I know I ain't ducking no smoke. That's what I do know about me. You know, if you're looking for me, I am not hard to find. I never have been, never will be. I'm the top competitor for a reason. I'm the top dog for a fucking reason. And I need y'all to remember that. Because as things progress and things grow, I don't want y'all to forget how I got like that, you know? I like giving everybody else they just do, their support, you know, their flowers, if you will. And at the end of the day, competing against your friends, competing against people you know, competing against other great teams and great players, it's the only reason why we hop on this shit anyway. Yeah, win a little bit of money, but them bragging rights to know that your team is the best team out there, or you have the best players, or, you know, you have the MVP on your team, the defensive player of the year on your team, best shooter on your team, whatever. You know, I just like to put up or shut up and let it be what it is. The crazy thing about it is, you get a lot of these teams, like, you got players that play for multiple teams. Like, it was a shocker to me. I found out my top-notch 2-guard, Loco, he's been playing with No Return Even Kill, and I ain't know nothing about it. I ain't know nothing about it. It ain't like they stealing plays or nothing like that. It ain't never really that serious. But just the fact that if that's a rival, Jamaica has played with them before. I didn't, like, at the time he did it, I ain't know nothing about it. But at least he came to me and told me, hey, he running with them just off the fact that we wasn't playing at the time. But I didn't even know I had people on my team that was like that. Like, even with the Bankhead Bullies, like, I didn't know, like, I'm gonna just be honest, certain things said, or at the point I was trying to, like, test out builds and stuff like that, I went through a slump. Well, I was losing a little bit more than regularly so, but it got to a point where motherfuckers really wasn't trying to play with me. And I'm trying to figure out what it is, because to my knowledge, when I recruited people, I've always made a certain type of player and played a certain type of style. There was no need for me to really adjust my style when the style was working and was winning. The only thing that was making it not work is people was making builds that didn't work with what we had built over the years. That's all it was. So now we in a situation, we're playing this exhibition game against a very good team. The Unruly game, they have won in other leagues. I remember in the PYPL when I got there, I was setting the league on fire. You know, I had a two-way point forward, looking like LeBron James out there. I was averaging damn near a triple-double. And as the season went on, we went against a couple of teams we just couldn't fuck with, couldn't beat them for nothing. Unruly gang emerged as the champion. And their team, I felt like we could beat at the time. It was one of the few teams I felt comfortable playing against. They became champions. I've seen them in other leagues that we've been in. And Coach Clay Facebook league played them. You know, he was a higher tier for a reason, but I believe they won the Tier 2 championship in there. Now, why they was Tier 2, I don't know. It's just, I guess Coach Clay had a lack of knowledge of who these guys were, but I believe they won the championship in there. And even in the association, they were planning to come and play before I had to stop it. I got overwhelmed. There's a lot of stuff to do for one person, but nonetheless, they've been a top-notch team for some years. I'm telling them straight up, they can't fuck with us either. Can't fuck with us either. Not to say that any of the teams that I'm talking about that they can't beat us. Clearly, I'm talking shit to them specifically for a reason. They can beat us. But it's more to it than that. Like, I'm setting out as best I can to try to set up a scenario where we play against these other top teams and we create a league for us year after year that's going to be consistent. That's what I'm trying to create. I want 30 teams, just like the NBA, set up an association just like the NBA. You bring your own team, you get a chance to get familiar with other teams, the way they play style, who their star players are. I'm trying to create an environment that allows for great competition and just something to have for a good amount of years. Like, even if it's like for the next 5 2Ks, I want to be able to have a season where I ain't got to worry about too many tryhards, meaning like 2K League pros or anything like that, or top-notch Facebook teams or YouTube, Twitch teams like Joe Knowles team, stuff like that. That's great. I would love to play against a team of that caliber, but I'm not trying to scare off other people that I feel like just are as good and not trying to cheese the game. You know, I don't want to play against teams I feel like are using a bunch of Zens, things like that. I just like people that have skill sets, play hard, and go out there and compete, and they'll whoop your ass every chance they get. Those are the type of teams I'm looking for. Whether you're on Xbox or PlayStation at this point, those are the type of teams I want to go up against. And I think it's all the way fun to make a video off of it. Like, after whooping some of these teams' ass, it's fun to come back and sit here and be like, hey, so-and-so, you trash. And they got to sit there and take that shit. Like, of course, if they want to come back and make a response video, that'll be great, you know. But no, all the while it is, like I said, for me with YouTube, it's just entertainment. There's nothing more than that. It's not meant to be personal. But I would love to have it where other content creators can come and show off their personalities, you know, show off their teams and really make the association fun. I think we did a pretty good job of that. I know for people on my team, they was able to get more followers, subscribers, whatever it was. And if you can create the environment right, everybody can have a little bit more support. And the more we grow this thing, the more money we can possibly make out of it. Maybe even an endorsement. Who knows? You know, there's no reason to set limits on this thing. Just try to enjoy playing against one another. I already know what it is. The top player in the league pretty much every season probably going to be Ox Eric Trend, just because his usage rate is extremely fucking high. I know A season he's gonna be a top-notch scorer every goddamn year just because that's what he do. He puts the ball in the bucket. Now he don't want to see Loco. We all know how that go, but he's somebody that puts the ball in the bucket. For Jibbs probably the best shooter in 2K. Like for somebody that doesn't use a Zen, like legitly they really that good. Like he's probably gonna be the best shooter. It'd be interesting to see whether he plays with the Southern Elites or whether he plays with an overturned even kill. Like that's very interesting because there ain't no switching teams and playing for both teams. Right? Ain't none of that. You're gonna have to pick a side and stick with it. You can play with them in another league or something like that. But as far as the association go, where you gonna play? What if he shocked the world and came and played with me? That'll shock a lot of fucking teams. Cause then you added my passing ability with somebody that can score that well. There I go. To Woody. I don't know what team he would play with. And honest to God truth, it don't seem like he be fucking with y'all nowadays. And it's just so many storylines and so many players, so many things you can bring into the league. Like, Noodle, he's one of the top point guards I've seen for a while. I've seen him for the past couple of years. He really does a great job of running the team concept. Being aggressive as a scorer, knocking down shots when you get them, but really solid playmaker. Unruly, like I said, he's one of those guys. He's very good defensively. He's a glue guy. Unruly is truly the definition of a glue guy. He will never cause his team to win. Ever. He'll never cause his team to win. He always does the right thing. So there's so many storylines to unpack, so many different ways you can go about it. And that's why every time I get some of these matchup games, I'm telling my team, hey, lock in. One, because I want to give you guys great content. But two, if we can actually beat some of these teams that I'm calling out, then it's like, okay, if we can beat them, we can beat anybody. I know we can beat anybody because these are the toughest teams I've seen year after year. Like consistently, year after year. These are the toughest teams we're going against. So hopping into this game, this is a very big game for Savage, very big game for Goose, and very big game for Mel. These are guys that don't have as much experience playing in some of these top-notch games. I mean, Savage has been there before. He's played in the league with us, but this is the first time where he's like the top scorer. So how he handles the pressure in the fourth quarter, I'm looking at that. For Goose, who ain't never really played the pick and roll, he's not really a big man, and I don't really run with bigs. I run with guards and wings, and we switch everything. Everybody's supposed to be able to hold their own defensively, things like that. But his experience playing the pick and roll, I'm looking at that. To Mel is somebody who skill is off the charts. Skill IQ is off the charts. But hasn't really played Proam. He's more of a 3v3 guy. How will he adjust to the situation where he's playing against a team that's this good? If we lose, how will it affect him? Like, those are the different things I'm looking at as we play this particular game. In the fourth quarter, as you can see, we starting out the fourth quarter. It was down 4. All the momentum that we had built through the first 3 quarters, I did not like how we was looking. Our defense had been looking kind of shaky throughout just time in general. Like, I have not been liking the way we play defense, but in the fourth quarter, I want to be able to give the ball to who I feel like is my best scorer and then kind of go from there. Right there, I get the offensive rebound, but bad spacing, bad movement. They getting out on the break, getting easy. Like, I felt like in this particular game, we gave up a lot of easy baskets, a lot of them. Very uncalled for, very uncharacteristic. We did a poor job of staying in the way. So down the stretch, I'm going to just pretty much try to play pick and roll with Savage. Savage, like I said, this is his time to step up as the guy, knock down the shots, get us the win. I understand what I can do in these situations. I understand I'm always going to be the go-to guy to make the play, but Sometimes making the play means giving the ball to who you feel is your best scoring option and letting him bring the game home for you. So down the stretch, I just want to play pick and roll. Give him the ball. Let him be a playmaker. Let him fill out the defense of what he's seeing. So when we play against these situations in like league games, playoff games, he's used to the moment. And the things I'm going over him mostly at this point in time in his development is being a better playmaker in the fourth. A lot of times through the first 3 quarters, especially in 2K, that's when you got your points. Right down the stretch, you're going to get some points, and then you're going to have some playmaking opportunities. And you got to be able to figure out both. Right? Of course, you're going to have me. I'm always your greatest bailout option, but sometimes I need you to bail me out too. Sometimes I don't be having shit, and I just throw the ball and expect you to make a play. It's not fair to you, but hey, it is what it is, man. Just trying to get a win at the end of the day. Right there, Mel knocks down a big shot. We go out 2. And the pressure's on. Like, I have not seen any consistent defense to stop these guys from scoring. Like, I felt like they were just getting a layup after layup after layup. No matter what we was doing, they just kept getting wide open layups. If we did crack down on the layup, they would get a wide open 3 somewhere. So, same thing down the stretch. I run this pick and roll. Get the ball to Savage. This time he decides to go score. Great. So after you score, realize that the next time the defense is not going to give you the same look. Right? They're not going to give you the same look every single time. Great foul right there, but of course, great players. They're going to knock down the free throws in the clutch. Tied ball game. Same shit over and over again. All right. This time I call strap for the screen and roll. The reason why I mix it up is because you got players that you trust and you got players that need experience. Either way, I expect the execution to be there down the stretch. And a lot of times, the difference between winning and losing is not a made shot or a missed shot. It's just staying focused on the task at hand. Right there, we get the big turnover. I'm telling Savage, hold the ball. He damn near turns the bitch over. You see what I'm saying? I don't want the moment to be too big. If you're the scorer in that situation, hold it, let the defense settle, and then go to attack. So again, they're not going to give you the same look. Now they double team you. That's a playmaking opportunity. These are the things I'm looking at. So I set it up again, waiting for him to pop back out. Okay, now you're one-on-one. He had him beat. He didn't take him. Take a contested shot. We get the rebound. Cool. Again, we're going to settle. This time, because I haven't not liked the way it's been looking, we're taking another tough shot. I have not liked the way it's been looking. I'm thinking to myself, okay, if he can't do what I need him to do, I'm going to try to put somebody else in the situation to see how they how it affects them. Right there, I give up the 2 because I don't want to give up a 3. So this time, instead of Savage, which I'm going to keep working with Savage because he's going to be the guy. I told Mel, you come set me a screen. Somehow we ended up with some double screens. I don't know what was going on. Just miscommunication. Ball back in Savage hands. There you go again. The pass faking, the clock running down. We're not getting good shots. You know, just bad execution down the stretch, I feel like, as a team. Fortunately for us, center didn't lead the pain on this possession, so now it's up to me to kind of make a play to try to win the game. So I'm going to send Strap to set a screen. And honestly, I didn't have shit. I'm going to be honest with you. I wanted to pull the 3 ball. I didn't feel comfortable. I threw it to Goose. He threw it up there. We won the game. I didn't have shit, but I was going to try to make the play. That's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, you just got to make a play. Like, it might be the wrong play, but it might be the right one. You just have to try to make a play. But shout out to Unruly Game. Can't wait to play them in the season. All the guys I mentioned in the video, I love y'all. Can't wait to play against y'all. It's been lethal. I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. I'll hit y'all in the next one. I'm out.